Alright, so I'm back. I just literally got out of the theater from watching Black Adam. I know I'm late. I've been wanting to watch it for a couple weeks, but I just haven't had the chance to go and watch it. I finally got a chance to go and watch it today, this morning. I do gotta throw out there, most people have been telling me that this movie is kind of mid, that it's not really good, that it's kind of, yeah, just mid. So, I went to go check it out for myself, and here I am to give you my thoughts and takeaways from it. So, is the movie mid? Is the movie trash? Is it not good? I'm gonna have to disagree with that one. I think the movie is pretty good. I enjoyed watching it. I thought it was pretty good. Um, I do think that the storyline could have been a little better. Like the whole thing with Kahndaq and fighting for the country and all this and that, and the storyline um with the fact that Black Adam is actually not the real Black Adam, and the real Black Adam is actually his son, and that his son, before he died, wanted to save the father, so he gave him his powers. So The Rock is actually the father of Black Adam, and the real Black Adam died. So I don't really get the point of that. Like, what is the point of having a fake Black Adam, who's the new Black Adam? But like, there was no. I guess the point was that the son was so noble and like he sacrificed himself to save the father or whatever. But to me, it adds nothing to the current storyline of why Black Adam is has to be the father. It doesn't make no sense. I guess the reason is to be like, oh, the son was so noble and he was the champion or whatever, and this Black Adam is much darker. He's much more evil or whatever. I guess that's what it is. They felt that the son would not be and do the actions that this Black Adam would do. So I guess that's the reason why they did that. But another note, I do gotta say that the standout, the MVP, the five by far the best one to me in the movie was Doctor Fate. Not necessarily the character, because he didn't have weight. He didn't have too many fight scenes. He didn't have too many things that were crazy, like in sense of his powers or anything. But by far he was the best actor in the whole movie. Like, if they made a Doctor Fate movie, I would like go watch that shit. Like, I don't like that he killed him off in the end. Spoiler alert. I feel like he was by far, like I said, by far the best character in the movie. Um, I do think that the Hawkman dude was pretty cool. He ended up dying in the end, but somehow he picked up the Doctor Fate helmet and was able to touch, even though they said that nobody's able to touch it, that it corrupts you, whatever. So that makes no sense. They had Atom Smasher and the Cyclone chick. They were alright. I mean, I don't think they really added much to the movie. I feel like they were kind of wasted in here. Everything that they did, they could have, like, if you take them out of the movie, it doesn't really change anything. And then like the whole thing with the crown, like that made no sense. Like, I don't understand what the girl was trying to do. She was like, oh, like the main girl, the one that like unlocked Black Adam, she like was like, oh, I need the crown so we could go hide it or whatever. Like, where the fuck are you gonna go hide it? It don't make no sense. Like, the Hawkman is like, give us the crown so we can protect it and keep it safe or whatever. She's like, no, 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 I know somewhere I could hide it or whatever. Like, it made no sense. It was just there for no reason. And the little boy too, he was cool, I guess. I mean, as far as little kids go in movies, I mean, he was probably one of the better ones, but he kept making dumb decisions too. Like, the first scene he's in, when he's like, oh, he's like, oh no, you guys are. He's talking to the guy from the border or whatever. And he's like, oh, you guys are just coming in our border to steal our this, to steal our, to make us poverty and steal our resources and this and that. And I'm like, bro, shut up, bro. I hate when they write little kids and have them act smarter than they think they are. I mean, make them talk smarter than they actually are. Like, no kid is talking about valuable resources and shit like that. Like, bro, it makes no sense. Dude's like 10, 15, not even 50. Dude's probably like 13 years old, talking about, oh, you're just coming in our borders to steal our resources and enslave our people. Like, bro, no kid says that, bro. Nobody talks like that at that age. So that was kind of annoying. And then the part where he was like, oh, in the end, where he was like, he's trying to gather all the people. He's like, come on, where are you guys? Start doing the triangle of Kahndaq or whatever. I'm like, bro, you don't know nothing about the history, bro. You're 13 years old. Like, yeah, you read about this or whatever, but he's like on top of the world. And he's like, oh, I gotta go help Black Adam. Like, dude, you literally know that this man's a god and can't die and all this shit. And he's like, oh, I gotta go help him. Gets himself shocked and almost killed and shit. Like, that was a really dumb idea. But don't, and then the whole thing about, oh, the mom was when they kidnapped the kid, the mom was like, "Oh, I'm not giving you the crown until we go save my son." Like, bro, you're the one who gave him the crown, bro. Like, that's not our problem. You know what I'm saying? And clearly, like they say, they're not after the kid. Like, they don't give a fuck about the kid. All they want is the crown or whatever. So that was kind of lame. The storyline, yeah, the storyline was kind of there wasn't much to it, you know. And the ending where I think the ending where Black Adam like sits on the throne and he's like, well, he's like this or whatever. It should have just ended there. Like it should have just ended and cut. Like the right before the kid says, "How does it feel?" and he's like, "Oh, it feels wrong," and he destroys the throne, which makes no sense because Black Adam will not destroy no throne. He literally every which way Black Adam is depicted, he's on a throne. So that made no sense. So it literally should just cut off right when he was like that on the throne or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It should just end it right there. So the little kid was kind of whack. The storyline was kind of whack. The girl, she was cool. You know, she was cool. She was powerful. She was strong. You know how she, I guess like her ancestors knew about the whole thing because she was there and like she knew how to unlock him or whatever. And then so there were cool characters. But like I said, the main takeaways: Doctor Fate was the best character in the movie. He was the best, not necessarily the best character because he wasn't too developed, but he was just the best actor. I don't know. Every time he was on scene, he was so good. Like literally could watch him. And in the ending, when he like sacrificed himself to go fight the devil dude, and he started doing, he was on his like Doctor Strange. I will say the whole like shield stuff and his magic was very like Doctor Strange, like mirror dimension ripoff type stuff. So that was kind of like let's kind of rip off. And then the scene in the beginning, I would say the best part of this movie is the beginning when Black Adam is awakened, right? And he goes on the slow motion, which is pretty much a copy of. And I will say, whoever made this movie, whoever directed the movie, definitely likes X-Men and definitely likes Quicksilver and all that shit because they copied X-Men so bad. At the beginning, when Black Adam is awakened, he's like fighting in them all in slow motion with the music playing. It's very a rip off of Quicksilver. And then Hawkman, when you go to his house in his castle, it's his mansion is pretty much X-Men, bro. It's literally like the X-Men mansion. And then when they like open when like they leave on the airplane and the lawn, like it opens up or whatever and the plane comes out of it. L straight a rip off of X-Men, bro. Like whoever made this movie really wants to make an X-Men movie. Like let's be real. You know what I'm saying? And then other than that, the best part of the movie is like I said, the part where Black Adam wakens, he fights other dudes, kills them and all that. And I will say there's a lot of killing in this movie. It's very, I don't want to say gruesome. It's not gruesome, but it's a lot darker. You know, it's very like a lot of people die, and you see a lot of people die and get stabbed and shit. You know what I'm saying? Which I appreciate. I appreciate. I don't know. I kind of sat on the side of I feel like we do need a hero like Black Adam in the sense of like, because he makes a good point. He's like you call yourself. He's like you guys call yourselves heroes. He's like, but you guys are letting you guys are really gonna let these guys go in order to go and then they're just gonna go harm more people instead of just killing them, you know? Like if you kill them, they're not gonna hurt nobody, but you just because you're a hero and you don't kill, you're gonna let them go to go hurt more people. You know what I'm saying? Which I agree with that. It was the same thing that Black Batman was saying in Batman vs Superman. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. I'm kind of with him on that one, you know. But so that was pretty much the whole gist of it. And then the Justice Society is trying to lock up Black Adam, but then they end up working together to fight the Devil guy. Like I said, there isn't much to this storyline, but the special effects got to be the best. They're so good. Like the VFX are so good in this movie, better than half the shit Marvel's putting out to this day. I gotta be honest. The VFX in the movie are really fucking good. Like when he's flying around, when he's fighting the lightning, all that stuff. Even the devil guy, the CGI, it's really really good. Like the VFX are really top notch. It's like top of the class in this movie. I'm saying, like I said, better than half the shit that Marvel's putting out these days. Marvel's CGI has not been looking good these days. I feel like they just feel like we're just gonna watch whatever they put out, which might have some validity to it. You know what I'm saying? But the CGI is really good, really really good. The storyline isn't really there, but you know what? It's enough to keep your ass um entertained. You know, the tone of the movie it's really good. Um, but other than that, it's I guess you could say it's mid. I wouldn't say mid, but I would say definitely go watch it. Definitely give it a shot. If you like superheroes, if you like, DC, Marvel, whatever you like, go check this out. It's definitely worth a watch. And then we got Superman back. I'm not gonna talk too much about the whole Henry Cavill situation because I feel like that could be a video for another day because I could talk 3 hours about it. But short version of it, I feel like Henry Cavill should have not came back. I feel like he's been too much drama with that bullshit. I think he should have just, taken an offer from Marvel and came to play Hyperion or something instead of going back to play Superman because I do feel like it is a sense of like Henry Cavill is just he's no longer gonna be the main character in DC. He's just gonna be like a supporting character to The Rock, which like I said, this could be a much longer conversation, but I do feel like he should have just not came back. But the way that shit was looking, the way Black Adam looked, I mean, I'm hella down for I'm hella down for Superman versus Black Adam, and once it comes out, I will be first in line to go see that. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that he should not came back. But other than that, that's my thoughts of it. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was, I got my money's worth. I was entertained. Um, Other than that, let me know what you guys thought about it. Maybe you guys thought it was boring. Maybe you guys thought it was the best movie ever. I'm not too sure what you guys thought. Let me know in the comments. But that's what I thought about it. I give it a good, maybe like 6.5, 7 out of 10. It was enjoyable. You know, I would watch it again. It's really good. Go check it out. Let me know what you guys thought. Leave a like down below. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do, and turn that bell notification because I'm gonna start posting a lot more frequent. I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna be more consistent. I'm gonna start doing this shit all the time. I'm probably gonna post another one next week. Who knows what it's about? But like I said, let me know what you guys thought. I thought it was pretty good. Go check this out Go check this movie out if you haven't already seen it. It's worth your time. Go check it out. Have a good time. And let me know what you guys thought. Other than that, I will catch you guys next time. It's been Sinister, and yeah, I'll see y'all later.